Welcome back to Birch's Blessed BBQ. My name is Michael Birch. Let's make some juicy, tender, crispy, party style wings. We have our chicken. We picked this chicken up from our local Walmart, and today we're going to be doing hot honey party style wings. How are we going to get it into party style? We have our chicken wing right here, and we're going to separate the drum from the flat. And what we did right here, we already separated one of the drums, and we have the flat with the wing right there. We could leave that on, but we are going to find that joint right there and go right through that as well. So now we have our flat and our drum, and you let me know which one you prefer. Are you a flat person? Or are you a drum person? Let me know down here in the comments. So we're going to finish the rest of these. Now that we have these all separated, we're going to get them lined up and get some rub on them. We're going to start with the back side. Today we're doing the 0 to 400 method. I've seen it across the internet. Wanted to give it a try. What I'm thinking it'll do is give us some smoke flavor from the early startup. And then once it gets up to those higher temps, we'll render out some of that fat and that skin so we have a more crispy bite with this wing. On with our hot honey rub. We got that jalapeno in there, some cayenne, some red pepper. So it shouldn't be too hot. And that sweet heat should be a great contrast. Let's go ahead and flip them over and then go back right over again on top of there. So that means we're going to be putting it on a cold grill on the startup with some tender, juicy chicken. So hopefully this 0 to 400 method gives us exactly what we're looking for. You know, when you usually just smoke wings at a lower temp, 250, the skin could be a little rubbery just from the fat not getting rendered out underneath the skin. These are looking perfectly seasoned to me. Let's go ahead and get them on the pit. We're smoking on the Pit Boss Pro Series today. It is off, so we're gonna go ahead and get our chicken on there and just layer it up on this top rack. Now we're gonna shut this off and get our smoker turned on. I'm gonna ramp this up to 400 and let it ride. An hour later, our chicken is done. It is looking phenomenal, feeling nice and crispy. The color on this is phenomenal. We did have a few spots from the sugar where it got darker than we would like. I think that flavor is still gonna be phenomenal. So we are going to let these rest just a second. It's time to bite into these hot honey wings. The cook was easy. Put them on the smoker, turned it on, and an hour later, we have our hot honey wings. Feeling crispy, feeling tender. We took them up to 180, 200. Let's see. Juicy. See it steaming. Let's go ahead and go in for a bite. Crispy with that sweet heat. That was our flat. You can probably hear the crunch from me chewing. I just got going for one more with the drum. Dang, that's good. Dang, that's good. Dang, that's good. Tender, the honey, the sweetness from the brown sugar, a little bit of heat from the cayenne, the jalapeno. Dang, that's good. Dang, that's good. I definitely want to keep eating these. And I'm going to. All right, I'm going to. Hot honey with that heat sitting on the tongue. And it's not too much, but it's just enough to really want to keep coming back. I didn't know if they would get as crispy as they would. Could have added like a honey butter glaze to add a little bit more sweetness on these. I think I'll do that next time. Last week we talked about writing the vision and making it plain, because he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarries and it takes a while, to be patient, because surely you'll be living that life that you dreamed of, that you wrote down. You'll be moving in that direction. And today I wanted to talk about focus, staying focused, being focused, staying in alignment. Last week, we started writing down our visions, our dreams, our goals, putting down a date and a time with them. You're going to start achieving these goals. Some are smaller, so you're going to achieve them quicker. Some are bigger, so it takes a little while. As we're on this journey, we have to stay focused to what it is in the life that we want to live, the things that we want to have, who we want to become. We have to stay focused and aligned, because as you develop, other opportunities are going to come that have nothing to do with who you're becoming. So I just want to say, be focused. Know what you want. Don't allow others' dreams and others' visions that they have pull you into what they're doing. And then you start building what they're doing because you have the ability, you have the skill. And they see you as valuable now. You have something that they want and that they need. And I'm not saying don't help them. I'm saying don't let them take up all the time that you need to build the life that you're living. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they think about it. They might say you're selfish. They might say you think the world revolves around you. You think you're better than everybody else. Right? Just let them talk. Just let them talk. Because the only thing that matters is what God has for you. What God has planned for you. And he said he has plans to give you hope in the future, that you shall prosper. It might hurt a little. It might hurt to set that boundary. It might hurt to say no, but you have to say no if it stops you from becoming all that you can be. And God said it's going to hurt a little bit. It might break you, but he's not going to leave you broken. It's breaking to knock off some of the pieces that don't need to be attached to you anymore. Right? And those pieces, it's not a missing piece, right? He has that piece. So when it breaks and he builds you back together, he's going to add in those pieces that you need to become all that you can be. The things that you think you're missing, they're already inside you. God just has to break some things off you so that when he pieces you back together, you can become all that you can be, right? He'll break you. He's going to bless you. And then he's going to send you back out there to do and be all that you can be. All right, stay focused. Don't let anything derail you from your mission, your purpose, your passion, the things that you love to do. All right, they're in your heart. They're in your mind for a reason. And God placed them there because you're the one he chose to fulfill that. And you're the one that he believes is the one to do it. You're one of his strongest soldiers. And the only reason why you have so much food on your plate is because he knows you need it. Right? He knows you want it. He knows you can handle it. All these things that you ask for is right here. And you're going to need all your energy and all your focus to fulfill what you need to do. With that being said, this has been Hot Honey Wings with the 0 to 400 method. And I think it's worth the try. It took an hour. We got them up to 185 to 200. Seasoned them up, threw them on there, and they turned out phenomenal. If you smoke them regularly at 250, the skin's not going to get as crispy as it could have. Right? And then you need to deep fry to get them crispy, throw them in the broiler or the air fryer. But this method, when you start it up, all the smoke's already in there. It's building up, so it captured the smoke. There's a smokiness to it. It was just bathing in that smoke from the startup. And as the temp got higher, it started to render out that skin, and it got it crispy. I'm surprised. It got it crispy. The rub's tasting phenomenal. Yeah. That being said, if you plan on trying out this method, cooking chicken in general, you want the recipe to the hot honey rub, let me know down in the comments. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't, tag me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I would love to see what you're cooking. Hey, stay focused. Write the vision. Make it plain. Stay focused on what you have. There's going to be a lot of opportunities that come up that are for you to say no to. And I encourage you to say no to the opportunities that aren't aligned with your dreams and your goals and where you want to be. Practice saying no. All right, I love you. God bless you. Peace.